Hi, and welcome to Castanet's Week in Review. I'm Nich Johansen with your top stories from this week. A wildfire sparked Thursday afternoon quickly grew in heavy winds and warm conditions, reaching 500 hectares by Friday morning. The large grass fire forced the evacuation of 6 homes, but residents were allowed back after a short time. Air tankers, helicopters, and more than 100 firefighters have been battling the blaze. No structures have been impacted by the fire, and crews were mopping up hotspots Saturday. A shooting near Kelowna's Gyro Beach woke up residents of a former motel Friday morning and sent a woman to the hospital. The shooting occurred just before 5:30 a.m. at the Mission Park Inn on Lakeshore Road. A woman was rushed to hospital with a gunshot wound, and police spent the morning interviewing residents of the building. Over the past year, the building has shifted to long-term, lower-income rentals. Police have yet to apprehend a suspect in the shooting. Interior Health was hit with a $628,000 fine by WorkSafe BC for an incident at a Princeton mental health center back in 2016. The investigation determined the center, operated by IH, didn't conduct a violence prevention risk assessment prior to a client and employee being assaulted by a person who was denied entry into the building. In light of the fine, IH has chosen to shut down the location and find a new home for the center. Greyhound Canada announced this week that it's ending its passenger bus and freight services in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, and cancelling all but one route in BC, which connects Seattle and Vancouver. The cut in service is expected to have major impacts on smaller communities across the Okanagan, where residents relied on the bus routes to connect them to other communities. And one of the last remaining cannabis dispensaries in Kelowna was ordered to stop selling cannabis on Tuesday. Downtown Kelowna's Bakery Board Shop was served with a cease and desist letter back in June, and Bobby Kennedy, the store's co-owner, appeared in court on Tuesday. He was granted a 2-week adjournment in the case to allow him to get proper legal counsel, but he was made to promise to stop selling cannabis until the court hears the case. Kennedy says he began selling cannabis out of the store in December to provide medical cannabis to those in the community after the city cracked down on the other dispensaries in town. That's it for this week's Week in Review. For Castanet News, I'm Nich Johansen.